Welcome back to 7 Minute Wings. I don't know how this one's going to go today. This is my 10th time trying to record it. There have been some audio issues. Everything's going crazy today, so pretty much I'm just going to try to get all this out, and you'll probably just be watching more Griffins clips. Yesterday, the Red Wings grab a win they needed to grab. They're now 2-1-0 since returning, and they're finally going to head back to Little Caesars Arena for the first time since late February. Detroit gets a huge 2 points as Cam Talbot steps in for Gibson. Gibson doesn't come back after the first. Talbot stops 18 of 19 shots, helps the team grab the win. Kasper gets the game's first star with 2 assists. Emmett Finney gets his 10th goal of the year, snapping a 22-game goalless drought. Raymond gets his 20th of the season, and Albert Johansson has a shorthanded tally. That ended up being the game winner. The entire Predators bench was screaming they thought there should be a penalty on that play. Well, plenty of drama to unpack in this one. First, let's head over to Grand Rapids. We talked a bit about the team locking down a playoff spot last weekend. They were the first team to do so. In all of that, Brandsegg-Nygard has been having a great week. He was named the Howie's Hockey Tape AHL Player of the Week after he grabbed 5 goals and 6 points in 3 games last week. He's the 4th Griffin this year to receive the honor, with Kosa, Shine, and Dries, and that's tied for the most Griffins in a single season to win the award. That's tied with the 05-06 season. MBN is putting together the game that Detroit was looking for when they drafted him in the first round. Physical, good and tight, and they love his shot. Congratulations for earning the award, and you really love seeing him get hot again, especially this time. I think Grand Rapids is shaping up for a terrific playoff run. I'm honestly so excited to see what this team's going to do. And speaking of Grand Rapids, the Red Wings placed Erik Gustoson on waivers. They had to be able to reassign him to Grand Rapids. Interestingly, I do think there's a chance Detroit loses Gustoson to waivers. We'll find out today at 2. Teams are looking for extra bodies at this point on defense. His salary's $2 million. It's now prorated, so small cap hit. Gustoson could be a really good fit for no cost. So we'll find out later today, but I do think there is some chance they could lose him on waivers. But for the game, Detroit picked up 2 points. They slid back into 3rd place. They're tied with Buffalo at 76. First, on John Gibson, in the press conference, Coach McClellan explained that Gibson had taken a high shot. He got a stinger late in the first. According to the coach, Gibson looked good after the game. He'll be reevaluated tomorrow. Talbot gets back in the net, and he gets a win that he needs. In this final stretch, if you can get Talbot going again and Gibson can stay what he's doing, you've got an incredibly solid tandem going down the stretch. So really happy the way this one turned out. Vegas is coming to Detroit on Wednesday. That's never easy, but this could earn Talbot another look if they want to give Gibson a little more rest. We'll see who they put in net. But again, if Talbot can get going and if Gibson is healthy and can stay solid, Detroit could be really good down the stretch in net. Kasper gets 2 assists in this game. He ends up getting the first star. UC Saros got the 2nd star with a .900 save percentage, and that one has me scratching my head. Talbot comes in relief. He ends up with a .947 save percentage, and he's not on the star board at all. Johansson, who had the game winner, the shorthanded goal, he gets the 3rd star. I know it probably doesn't matter. I just thought it was interesting that Talbot didn't get recognized at all on that board for what he ended up doing. But Johansson's shorthanded goal, I think a lot of us were waiting for an arm to go up in the air. I'm glad it didn't, and this is the hockey rule. You keep playing until the whistle blows. They stop playing looking for a whistle, and Kasper and Johansson get a 2-on-1, and Kasper makes a great pass. Johansson has a great finish. Outside of that, Raymond, he grabs 2 points in this. He had a goal and assist, and he got his 20th of the year. He's broken 20 goals in 4 of his 5 NHL seasons. He had a sophomore slump where he only hit 17, I believe. For the past 3 straight years, he's broken 20. And I still don't know how he had enough room to make that shot. That was a great goal in tight going far side. Emmett Finney opened the scoring This was Finney's first goal since December 23rd. Kasper did an incredible job. He's being rewarded. Both of his assists were a lot of work that he put in. I'm glad it played out the way it did. Detroit definitely needed the 2 points. Kasper hadn't registered a point in the past 3 games, but he's been physical. He's the hits leader on Detroit night after night. He's going in, doing everything else he needs to do. He's working through the sophomore slump. I'd mentioned with Raymond before, he had a goal regression in his second year. They just have to work through it. And hopefully Kasper finishes the season strong, comes in next year. I do feel like he's better suited on the wing more often than not, but whatever happens, there's still a lot in his game to like, and I was glad to see it pay off for him yesterday. DeBrincat had 2 points in this one as well. He and Raymond look really good playing together, and they connected twice. He assisted on Raymond's goal, and Raymond assisted on his empty netter. He's got 31 goals on the season. So at this point, Detroit has 76 points. The estimates are still coming in around 98. They need 22 points. Yzerman is rumored to be working on deals, as always, but right now, it feels like the team that we're watching is the team that's going to decide if they get into the playoffs. If Yzerman pulls off a big deal, great. But it feels like if something happens, it's going to be a complimentary piece. We know he's taking big swings right now, but those deals are just so hard to come by. The asking prices are still outrageous. The market is potentially going to get flooded with a lot more character-type players, bottom 6, bottom pairing players. So more is going to become available, but it feels like on the big deals, GMs seem to be willing to hold out till the summer at this point. We'll see what happens. I hope this was your 7-minute wings, and I'll talk to you soon.